Good evening, guys. Broker of Brokers coming to you from the Ivy Cafe, Ivy in the Park in Canary Wharf, and I'm with a very important man here, the General Manager, Luca. And Luca's going to answer a couple of questions about hospitality today. Luca, welcome to the Broker of Brokers.
Thank you very much.
As you know, I'm a regular here on numerous occasions over the years, and we knew each other before in Pont de la Tour.
A couple of years already.
Exactly. Now, I want to ask you a question straight away. What do you think is wrong with the hospitality industry in the UK? Where can it improve?
Well, let's say that it changed a lot in the last few years because of, after Brexit, after COVID, and everything it became very different, and it's becoming more and more difficult to find people that are actually motivated and like to do this job and look after people. I think the thing that has been lost the most is the pleasure of looking after.
But do you think they understand? You're Italian. In Italy, they understand that concept. Do you think they understand it even at the high end of the UK hospitality world?
I mean, it's a little bit difficult. I think that for people like me, we have it as a culture as well.
Exactly.
It's pretty different. Now we are trying to introduce basically people that were not used to it, to the work, and I think it's going to take a little bit of time.
So you do your own training, the company does their training, but once they're handed over to you, you can man to man, woman to woman, give them your interpretation.
Yeah, well, there is usually we kind of try to find people that have a bit of experience, but I think the most important thing when you hire someone is actually the attitude, because you can actually teach the skills to people, but the attitude is the most difficult thing.
And what do you think is the hardest part of your job?
Well, it's probably just to make everyone happy. There is always, obviously it's always going to be
very difficult.
Yeah, that is probably the hardest thing.
Do you think you need to have psychology to do that? Do you think people do it fully, some old school psychology? What's your method?
Well, to be fair, I think, the managing people part is the most, definitely the most important. Knowing how to speak to people, how to get the best out. Everyone is different.
What's more important, the staff or the customers?
Well, guests come first, of course. However, if you don't have an happy staff, you're not going to have it.
That's right.
So, you need to find the right balance in between it.
And where's the industry going in the future? What changes do you see? Do you think AI is going to kick in? Do you think there's other things that we need to look at? What's going to be the difference?
I mean, to be fair, in the kind of business that we do, I don't think it's going to be that affected by technology like others. I think it's going to be the human part is still very, very important. As you know very well, in our industry, the emotional, the empathy is still the main thing to make everything work. So I hope that with the time we're going to get back to to what it was and to get people used to what it was again. But I think it's going to take a little bit more time.
Very well done, excellent.